What is going on, y'all? This is going to be my first ever YouTube video other than the short little videos that I posted of me riding my four-wheeler stuff. We're going to do a walk around of a 1996 Yamaha Kodiak 400. I picked it up out of a field for like $500. Made it run with a 350 carburetor. It run like crap. I finally ordered a 400 carburetor for it. I couldn't get it to run. Come to find out my snorkel wasn't big enough. But we'll get into that here in a second. Here is old Kodiak. It did have some 27 by 9 TCI mud machines, which they're not a bad tire. They are not. I don't like them because they just simply wasn't big enough nor wide enough for where I ride at. I like a little bit of a flotation kind of tire. So we went to a 28 1250 in the back and 2810 by 12 in the front. A little more flotation. What I love about this four-wheeler in particular is it has high and low range. So I could turn, if I was to guess, I could probably turn a 31 inch tall Outlaw, maybe a 29 5-inch Assassinator, maybe, and not have to worry about anything other than diffs. And like I said, I saved this thing out of a field, so it's in rough shape. The four-wheeler's name is Zip Tie because that's mainly what's holding it together. I threw this thing together to go to a four-wheeler ride because I drowned out my Big Bear, and come to find out it had a short in the wiring harness. So I picked this thing up. It was easier to get this thing running than it was my Big Bear. So put me some cubes on the front. Headlights, they're holding water. They don't work. I'm about to take all that off, put some off-road headlights on, 4.5 LEDs right here, or just put me a light bar up here hooked into my light switch. And I put you can't hardly see it, but I put an aftermarket fan right there to pull more air across my oil cooler in my engine, because we do a lot of trail riding too, and these things do not like Texas heat. This is my homemade snorkel with an aftermarket filter from O'Reilly's, a cheap $20 filter, cone filter. I went to Home Depot and got a 5-quart like ice cream bucket kind of looking thing, and I cut it down, painted it, and I used RTV, Right Stuff RTV, and put bottle caps as a shim. That way it can pick it up. It's got a center hole for air to come in, and see if I can get it to where you can see. There's a gap right here where air can go in, but rainwater can't get in. And I'm sorry about this video quality. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this. And if it wasn't for TXMD Originals to give me the inspiration today in private message, I'd have never done this. Like, I'm really out of my comfort zone. But let's see. As you can tell, 1.5 PVC pipe. All my vent lines are run up right there. Took a piece of all thread that I had laying in my dad's barn, just zip tied it to the snorkel and tacked it to the rack right here with a weld machine, and that way it doesn't move. And if this odometer is correct, this machine's got right around 2,000 miles on it. And turn the key on. Most time you can hit the starter button, she'll fire right up. Oh, we're in gear. See? Oh, girl, run. She runs good. Put her in neutral. All right, the snorkel, it's a lot left to be desired. This is like my 5th or 6th one that I've done, but like I said, I threw it together. I wasn't going for pretty, I was going for functional. And earlier in the video, I did say that I didn't have enough airflow. Well, whenever I was designing the snorkel, I had it come up right here, 90, come over to the center of the rack and come up in the middle. Well, all those bends restricted airflow. Then down to about right in here somewhere, I had 1.5 inch spa hose that run all the way down through here. Oh, let me catch up with myself. All the way down through here into right here. Go into my carburetor. I do not have an air box. The four-wheeler did not come with an air box. That's why I've got it set up this way. I'm cheap, and I don't want to buy an air box right now. That's $100 I just don't want to spend on it. And it just wouldn't run. It would fall flat on its face. At about 1/4 throttle, all the way at 3/4 throttle, wide open, it did fine, and idle, it did fine. And then I was talking with my buddies. He told me that I had too much restriction, and so I redid my snorkel, and it woke it up. It'll spin in high range. It'll spin all 4 tires on dry ground. I can ride a wheelie on it. It's just it woke it up. And but yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it just yet. I kind of want to tear it down and build me custom arch front A-arms with about a 4-inch lift, do a rear stretch of about 4 to 6 inches with a 4-inch lift, and hopefully 31s on it. Because the 28s are a little close on the rear. They drag a little bit. Like with it strapped down, you can see right in there that it does rub. Without it strapped, it doesn't rub. But yeah, that is a 96 Kodiak pile of junk that I got out of a field. And we're going to take it this weekend. My buddy's got a Can-Am 1000 he just bought, and we're about to see if we can't walk on it. So hopefully y'all enjoy the video, the walk around of the machine. And don't give me too much of a hard time, because like I said, this is my very first one I've ever done. And hopefully I'll be able to get some riding videos this weekend and in the future for you guys. If y'all would, like and subscribe, share it, or not, it don't matter to me. I'm doing this just because I want to. And by all means, send me y'all's riding videos and y'all's four-wheelers and stuff. I love watching that stuff.